The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to March. It's severe weather season. We're finally here. I have been waiting for this for months. We'll turn on the volume there a bit. I am so happy. Tornado season's here. We got tons of storms already. In fact, the storm showing is tornado warned right now. Go ahead and get started. Let's go ahead and look at velocity right now. We do have a small couplet right here. It's not very tight, but it is definitely rotating. Nothing correlation. We do have sort of a hook, hail core. It's not a supercell. It looks more like a squall line. That's just pushing the northeast. Let's see what else we have. Oh, so this is a tornado actually on the ground. Let's see, maybe if I take another look at correlation from this radar. See, it's kind of hard to look at stuff when it's right next to the radar, because you're getting ground level, which I guess is technically what you want, but this is a better sight. So, again, there is a tornado on the ground near, not even gonna try to pronounce Chotia. I guess I am gonna try to pronounce it. Sportsman Acres, Pryon Creek, Wycliffe, Salina, Pumpback, Locust Grove, and then Iona and Gregory. You are still under a tornado warning, but you are seeming to be in the clear. And then this one was like, so this one is expired. Let's go ahead and refresh the page. I'm gonna try to hold on. I just wanted to play that. Now I gotta find some actual stuff. That's the same song. Awesome. So as you can see, we do have a tornado on the ground. This tornado warning has expired. So Gregory and Ola, you guys are out of the woods. Then Chotia, north side, along can't see what highway that is, but if you're along the north highway, you are now in the clear. Oh my gosh, I haven't heard this song in so long. Sportsman Acres, Sam's Corner, Locust Grove, Salina, Pumpback, Wycliffe, Hoot Owl. You guys are all under a tornado warning. Strang, you guys are all under a tornado warning where a tornado was reported and is actively on the ground. We'll go ahead and take a look at this tornado possible tag. Yeah, we have a strong wind front going through. I like how they issued three severe thunderstorm warnings all next to each other. This is northwest of Springfield, north of Aurora. So basically, if you are in this circled region, you're gonna have a lot coming for you. Right now, currently coming is 60-mile-an-hour winds. Then we have a storm that is actively producing a tornado going straight towards you just right after. So not much to worry about. Obviously, I'm joking. There is an active large threat with a confirmed tornado. So a tornado is on the ground. Trying to think of what else to cover. Let's see. Let's go into our flash floods in Oklahoma. Yeah, This area has been getting, I think, I saw, yeah, it says right here, 1.5 inches of rain observed within an hour, and it is still raining, and it is going to keep raining probably for the next 15-30 minutes. So if you are under this flash flood warning, make sure you're paying attention and staying aware of that. The flash flooding can take over crazy fast. Okay, so I do see that hook better on this radar. Again, this storm, so it seems as the tornado has lifted, but there is still a rotation happening, and it could drop back down. In fact, I would say it's very, very likely that it may drop back down. I don't know why I'm so zoomed in. Let's go ahead and zoom out a bit. There we go. We're just gonna do scan, and let's go ahead and check on the velocity of that. Oh yeah, we can see much more of a couplet starting to form over here. Worst case scenario, okay, or best case scenario, okay, there's not a tornado on the ground. Well, you're dealing with possibly 100-mile-an-hour winds, so it is still very, 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 very severe. Oh my gosh, this should be called Nostalgia Playlist. I'm getting so many memories. But again, we do have this large line of very damaging winds of above 60. We might have a considerable severe thunderstorm warning here soon. Yeah, we do have a considerable severe thunderstorm warning. They did issue a tornado possible tag. I agree with not issuing a tornado warning, but a severe thunderstorm or a possible tag, because we have this line. Now, tornadoes, spin-up tornadoes, small, quick spin-up tornadoes do like to spawn really quick along this line. However, right now, it looks like we do just have some very, very, very powerful winds heading east. Let's see what this radar says. And yeah, you can really see the bow line starting to take really good shape with the tornado down here. Again, that tornado has lifted, however, it is still rotating and could drop down any second. And then we do have this little ball of just crazy rotation, or not rotation, of damaging winds. And that is on ground level, the radar. Let's go ahead and check. I check. That is 9 kft off the 0.9 kft. That's not even 1 kft off the ground. That is ground level. That is not up in the clouds. That is ground level. You need to be taking, you need to be in your safe spot. Song's a bop. I've heard the song in so long. Lower the volume just a bit so you can hear me a bit better. Let's see what else we have here. Oh yeah, we got a severe thunderstorm warning up here. It's just alone. It's gonna be for hail, I think. Yeah, I think the hail has passed. Might get another severe thunderstorm warning over here by Craig. It is hailing right now. You're not hallucinating. Yeah, so they got confirmed 1-inch hail. We might have a hook starting to form on that. Yeah! We do have some rotations starting to form near Ottawa, Turin, Castana, and east of Decatur, south of Whitting, Mapleton, Rodney. If you know any of these towns, you could be having a unwarned tornado situation here. The correlation coefficient doesn't look like anything's on the ground ripping up debris yet. However, it is 1000% a possibility. Let's go ahead into the Storm Prediction Center outlook. And for the next couple days, actually. So, we might be going live tomorrow. It's still undecided. sorry. Yeah, I'll create a new scene. Hold on, no. Okay. Duplicate, there we go. Hey! Move this. We'll move. So we did get the new Storm Prediction Center update, which includes the new probability. Right now, the intensity is looking at about a 1. So we do have a wind threat and a large hail threat. Today's main threat that is driving the outlook is our tornado risk right here. We have a 10% chance of seeing potentially EF2 rated tornadoes from Oklahoma, north of Louisiana, whatever that state is, Kansas, and again, whatever that state is. I know my geography, trust. And then we have these scattered areas. Tomorrow, hail is going to be our biggest threat for the south. Wind is going to be our biggest threat for the north. Then we will have some 2% tornado risks pop up. I do think we could see a 5% risk pop up in here. Maybe in here, but I don't think so. And if it does pop up here, I think it is definitely a high likelihood of danger. Day 3, we do have a slight marginal risk as this system finally gets pushed out to sea, but I don't think anything of concern that day. Then day 5 and day 6, those are the 2 days that I'm really looking at for being even worse. This was a day 7 outlook. This is Tuesday, I believe, and there are 25 million people under a 50% outlook, which spans from Texas all the way up into the West Ohio Valley of Illinois, including Oklahoma. Again, the same areas that are getting hit today are probably going to get hit on Tuesday. This, I'm going to say, is probably going to be early Wednesday morning or late Wednesday night. You can see the... Am I not covering this? Doesn't look like I am. Is there a huge delay on my stream? No, there's just a huge delay on the stream. I'm sorry about that. I don't know why it's so delayed. Anyway, you can see... Oh, this is weirdly adjusted. You can see this 50% risk and the 5% risk. Day 7, it does have a predictability too low. So we could see severe weather coming on this area. However, I would not say it's very likely. So I think that covers it for our risk. Again, we do have an enhanced risk for today. Unlikely, but we may see an enhanced risk tomorrow. Still undecided on if we're going live tomorrow. But let's go ahead and switch back to our radar. So we do still have that tornado warning in effect for May's. Oh, okay, so we did get a tornado reported on the ground. Oh wait, no, that's not a report. My bad. Let's okay, we'll turn off storm tracks. It makes it just more confusing. Okay, so we did get a new scan, and again, that hook is starting to become more and more. If this tornado is going to produce a tornado, or if this storm is going to produce a tornado, it's going to do it anytime soon. Look at that couplet. That is crazy tight rotation. Take a look at correlation coefficient. Still no debris being ripped up into the ground just yet. However, that does not mean a tornado is not. This is crazy. If there isn't a tornado on the ground, I'm like 80% sure there's about to be. Okay, that new scan does show it much less, but still could be very high likelihood. Okay. Again, we do have this severe thunderstorm warning up here. Let's see. The rotation is starting to... I can't tell. Let's see if we can find another radar in the vicinity. I don't know if we can trust the radar data from here now. But reflectivity... Okay, so it does look like this storm right here has moved out of the warning. This warning will be left to expire out. I'm like 80% sure. Yeah, it's 1 minute until it expires. But then the velocity, again, okay, so the rotation did disappear on this one. However, again, I'm surprised about this, but if you live up here by Cedar Rapids, west of Cedar Rapids, all the way into Norfolk and Columbus and Lincoln, you could, I mean, I doubt that this is factual of 60-mile-an-hour winds, but, oh, good thing I have that turned off. I just leaked myself. You could be seeing at least a decent amount of rain, but possibly some severe thunderstorm warnings. Yeah, we got high winds all around. I mean, like, this circled region, you really could be seeing some severe weather. Let's go ahead and head back down south. Heck? Okay, that was weird. My music, like, just restarted, so I had to fix it. Let's go ahead, and I'm gonna see if I can find some storm reports I can bring up onto the screen. We did have a violent tornado earlier today. Yeah, I think we should go into that. Let's talk about the difference between a tornado warning, a tornado watch, and a tornado emergency. Let's go with that. Yeah, we'll do the cake analogy. So, I'll go out into the ocean for this. Let's say I am making a cake. I have all of the ingredients. We got my flour. We have my eggs. Sorry. We have the other egg. Then we've got the milk. Basically, what this is saying, now, there is a tornado or a cake. We'll use cake. There is a cake watch in effect. All of the ingredients to make a cake are in position and could very well happen. Now, let's say I start mixing all of these ingredients together to form the batter. Now, we have a cake warning. That means all the ingredients are right, or a cake has already been made. So, there is going to be a cake, or was a cake, or might be a cake. So, then, let's say we put it in the oven, and this is a wedding cake. I know I'm messing this up a bit. But if this is a wedding cake, then it's a huge cake. So what that would be called is a tornado or a cake emergency, meaning a large cake is being made. Now, I'm going to translate that into tornado terms. First off, the ingredients will be right for tornadoes to be produced. So we've got the cape, we've got the high moisture in the air. We have all of that in position, ready to form a cake or a tornado. Should be this should be upgraded to right here and then sorry, I just gotta get sidetracked. Increased and then made to considerable. Anyway, so again, what you're looking at, a tornado warning then is the threat is imminent. There is either rotation in the sky where a tornado is very, very likely, or a tornado is already on the ground. A tornado emergency is when a large, violent tornado is on the ground, actively doing damage. Or, like, I think they use it more towards populated areas, but still, a large, violent tornado is on the ground. Yeah, they only issue tornado emergencies in the last-ditch scenarios. So, take a tornado emergency very, very heavily. Don't take it lightly. Get to shelter immediately, preferably underground, was an interior room. You should do the same thing for tornado warnings. Again, we do have this tornado warning that will expire in 25 minutes. 100-mile-an-hour winds. I'm not sure how accurate that is, but I'm not saying it's not. So, just prepare. Let's go ahead and get into our safe spot here in Spavin, Old Ichuka, Ball Hollow, New Ichuka, Old Ichuka, New Ichuka. This is coming for you. Be ready. That's all I'm gonna say. Be ready. Get into your safe spot. Again, I'm gonna go back on. Try to find some crazy storm reports. So they did continue that tornado warning, meaning they will not cancel it unless they let it expire. I'm gonna go ahead and take a break. I'm gonna go grab a drink of water, and then I will be right back. Oh, why did radar scope? There we go. I'll be right back. I'm just gonna set up the scene for be right back really quick. Okay, so there has been a change. I am actually going to have to end the stream now. I really appreciate everybody for coming out. This is a pretty good short stream. We got 72 views and we were live for about half an hour. Hey! Hey, thank you, Storm Chaser 575. Not sure if you're still here. You're a real one. Thank you for the subscription. We lost about 5 subscribers over Christmas. So thank you. I did not know I had slow mo. Oh, I don't want to show any of this. There we go. Slow mode, 5 seconds. There we go. All right. 5 seconds should be. Oh, that's much better. Yeah, it's rough. Not sure if you have Discord, but if you want to stay updated on all of our streams, you can go ahead and join our Discord. Otherwise, if not, totally fine. You're here. That makes me so happy. You subscribe. That makes me even better. We gained 3 subscribers this stream, so I'd say it's a pretty successful stream for 30 minutes of streaming. Besides that, we couldn't go any longer, but I've got to go do something. We might be live tomorrow. Go ahead and check in. We might be live. We probably will be live Tuesday or Wednesday for again severe weather. But that's me signing off. Thank you guys. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day.